Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Flames about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Judicials offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. So Liberty's offense will have its first possession of the game. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're at a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Find some fresh air. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll ride his man on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. For just a minute, let's take a look at Liberty. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's York. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. The option look. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll sneak it. Got the first down and more. The Judicials have this offense rolling. Goes to the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The RPO, it's complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Judicials will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Turning it on! They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Takes it on the shovel. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Flames are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Gets the back moving. on the option. Now the toss. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's made. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Flames will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed near the marker. It's Schwartz. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Runs through the tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And on
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Flames will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets away. cut there. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Fires into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Power football with the run. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's O'Neal. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the left. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he was able to get back on top of it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. A long way to go for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Schwartz. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
Finds a little space. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.